In this strategy session, I'm going to go over when you should quit your job and when it's time for you to go full-time with your passion, when your dream and your side hustle. Stick around. Let me show you all about it.
I'm very, very proud of myself in the direction that my business has been going. I quit my full-time job as a GM with 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡 on December 16th to pursue this venture full-time. The biggest hurdle that I'm having right now is creating proper marketing content to get more traffic and turn that traffic and convert that into paying customers. So my company is called Elevated Clothing Company, and the name and the essence of my company, and from my background in management, I want to elevate the customer shopping experience. There's nothing worse than having a customer have that buyer's remorse after they leave your store or your business. You want them to feel like they won every single time, no matter how much money they're spending, no matter how big or small the sale is. I want every customer to feel like they mean just as much as the next. And I really want to put my experience into that with the customers so that I can grow a company that customers can't wait to come shop at.
You have a lot of things going for you, Rachel. I think in your case, I see a lot of positives. For example, one thing that I can tell you right now is that you have the charisma for it, because I can see in the way that you communicate that you are comfortable communicating. And to make it in this environment, you need to be comfortable with yourself and how you communicate. The one thing that I would tell you is that you gotta, every single dollar that you spend, you gotta be really, really careful about it at this point. I am not going to advise you to invest money on advertising, not yet, because that's not the route. The route for you is to utilize the social media platforms that are being given to you for free, that you have the ability to press a few buttons and communicate. The reason why I think that you have some good elements is because you have charisma and you have ability to communicate, and you can be in front of a camera and you feel comfortable with yourself. Those are elements for success. Those are essential parts of the formula. You need to be willing to put your head down and do this for a while. Obviously, you know Daymond John, and you know that Daymond has a story with how he got FUBU out into the world. And the way that he did it way back when was that he utilized tables like the one that I'm sitting on right now, and he would display his hats. And he was obviously a charismatic guy like you, passionate and hardworking. And he utilized established communication, traffic channels. In those times, we didn't have social media. We didn't have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat. We didn't have any of that stuff. He had intelligently selected a spot in the streets that had traffic, foot traffic. And he was able to show these hats to enough people that enough people bought. And then it started catching fire, and it kept going like that. The main thing is that the foot traffic is not what it was before. It's not, we're not in 1990 anymore. We are going through massive digital foot traffic. People are crowding there. It's crowded in the world of Facebook and Instagram and these platforms. There's so many people out there that you can capture their attention that it's at a whole different level. So your main focus should be to utilize these platforms as much as possible. And the word that we like to use to describe what that strategy is the same word that they use to describe God, which is omnipresent. Omnipresent. You got to be everywhere. Somebody charismatic like you, somebody passionate like you, good looking girl, hardworking, energetic, with an ability to create fashionable products that people are going to like. You need to utilize these channels because we have a level playing field with big brands. And now you can communicate with these people. So my concern with you, Rachel, is that you quit your job. Daymond held a job for a long time. I held a job. I did not quit my job until I was positive that I had enough to keep my family going without that job. Not until then, because the job is security. What you're doing is full of risk what you're doing, entrepreneurship, is incredible upside with a lot of potential downside. And that's the one thing that a lot of people forget. Most people building businesses, they fail. That's the reality that a lot of people don't let you know. But in reality, even successful entrepreneurs, they failed many times before they hit it and before they succeeded. So my one thing would be, Rachel, this is your dream. This is your passion. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. But I want to make sure that you survive. This should be, in my opinion, a hustle that you do outside your work hours. So if you have to somehow have a job that pays you a stable income, ideally something on the same area that you're at, design, fashion, any of that thing that is going to give you more and more knowledge, more power, while you build this on the side, you're very brave. And I appreciate that. And I think that's amazing that you have this energy to make this work. But I want to make sure that you understand the long-term game here. Entrepreneurship is not an overnight thing. Entrepreneurship is not something that you make successful in 6 months from the time that you're quitting your job. Just to give you something very practical, make sure that you are set up across social media channels everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn is on fire right now. Somebody like you, 32 years old, full of energy, with the ability to design beautiful clothing and to give people advice on how to dress correctly and how to feel and look beautiful, you need to be on TikTok. TikTok is fuego at this point. All right. It's fire. So make sure you're there, because there's no quickest way to capture an attention there on that platform right now. And hey, here's the secret of life. If you capture attention, you win. That's why the name of my company, AGM, stands for Attention Grabbing Media.
I love it.
You grab attention, you win. If you don't have attention, you lose. The formula is very, very simple. So you have the ability right now that our parents did not have, Rachel, that our ancestors did not have. You have the ability to press a few buttons and capture attention. This is a brand new world, and it's still developing. On the social media world, you can keep going, and the only thing that will stop you is your own thoughts and feelings of failure. Nothing else stops you, because one thing is for sure: you will inevitably succeed if you don't give up. The idea of failure, that word, it doesn't really exist. You realize that? Failure is an excuse that people use for giving up. Wow.
You're right.
Incredible. Because if you persist, you will eventually succeed. It might not be the same business. It might not be the same idea. But if you don't give up, success will eventually find you. Now, some people will find success in 6 months, 3 months. Some people will find success in 10 years.
Right.
Anybody that persists on a given path will eventually succeed. I want to make sure that you are making enough income so you can keep on pushing on your dream and your passion along the way. If you do so, success will find you, and you're going to be able to kick this into the next level at some point. Who knows exactly when, but that's basically the overall strategy. If you're enjoying this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Help me comment below and let me know if you have any questions about marketing. And I'm on a mission to help as many of you as possible conquer the marketing world. So help me out. Subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell, get notified. We're going heavy with content in this 2021 year and beyond. Go ahead and subscribe right now.